Hey, Zoe, why the hell did you reply that you're not coming?
Huh? What do you mean? Oh, you're talking about the wedding invite you sent to my mom and dad's house, huh? Obviously, I was never gonna show up to that. Why would I go to my ex-husband's wedding? Have you ever heard of anyone doing that? Especially when we parted ways on such acrimonious terms. It was hardly an amicable divorce, Ricardo. Or did you totally forget about how you cheated on me with a 27-year-old 3 months into being married? Sure, you may not be the unlucky girl who ended up being the bride at your upcoming wedding, but that doesn't change the fact that you betrayed me. So please, tell me why I'd have any reason to show up at your wedding. I'm genuinely curious.
Jeez, look at you, reminiscing over the past like a love-struck teenager. I knew it. You do still have feelings for me. But you do know it's been over 5 years since we got divorced, right? It's time to let go, Zoe. You're obsessed.
I'm really not. Since when did people invite their ex-wives or girlfriends to their weddings? I've literally never heard of this happening. Besides, can't you see how disrespectful this is to your new wife? How do you think me being there would make her feel?
The reason I so kindly went out of my way to invite you is because I have a forgiving temperament and a big heart.
And that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Do you have any more jokes, or are we done here?
Huh? Hey, I wasn't kidding, I'm serious. I see how it is. You're jealous of my new girlfriend, aren't you? I knew it. Guess I can't blame you. Anyone would be.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's right. My new bride. She's 19 years old.
Wait, what? Your girlfriend is 19 years old? Holy crap, wait a second. Ricardo, me and you are the same age, which makes you 45 years old. Do you have dirt on her or something?
Hey, watch your mouth. Mine and Helena's love is pure, I tell ya. Pure.
I see. Alright, I guess that was rude.
It can't be helped that you're surprised. I should have seen this coming. After me and you got a divorce, I went on an epic search for the woman of my dreams. And the result of that was meeting Helena.
So you ended up dating a 19-year-old.
Everyone knows that when it comes to marriage, the younger girls are the best. Look, I know I made the right decision to divorce you. Who needs a dried up old hag in her 40s? I hate to have to tell you this, Zoe, but you hit the ball a long time ago.
Wow, Ricardo. I see you're just as charming as ever.
I'll bet you're single, aren't you? Oh, go on, it's fine. I won't bully you, if you admit it. I swear.
I wonder.
What's the matter, babe? Cat got your tongue?
I have no reason to reveal private information to you. So I'm gonna go with no comment on that one.
Now, whatever. Listen up. If you want me to be happy, which I know you do because you still have feelings for me, then you better show up at the wedding. Guest list is rocking some big names. It's talk of the town. I'll be there or be square. I even went out of my way to prepare you a seat, so you better not let me down.
Like hell I'm going. Forget about it, Ricardo. I won't be there.
Oh, would you look at that? Oh, look at what the cat dragged in. I see you ended up coming after all that bluster about not showing up to my wedding. To be honest, I knew you'd end up showing. That's why I had you a seat arranged. I'm sure it's the last one by the exit at the back of the room, but the seat's a seat. Anyway, there was supposed to be one more couple getting married here today. Who do you think they are? You'll never believe what I heard. Apparently, the bride is a former pop star who retired 6 months ago. Press are all lined up outside waiting for her to show. Rumour has it she's getting married today. Can you believe what a coincidence this is? Who would have thought it? A famous pop star getting married on the same day as me. And Helena. This means we'll always have the same anniversary too. I'm so excited. You know, what an amazing, unexpected development this was. Oh, sorry. Did I make you feel even more pathetic than before? I guess it can't be helped when you're a dried up old hag, you're mid-40s. Who no guy in his right mind would go near with a 10-foot barge pole. Anyways, gotta go. Catch you later, loser. Hey, old hag. Wedding ceremony's about to start. Where are you? Hurry up or you'll be late. Did the stuff I said earlier finally make you realise how pathetic and tragic your life is? No, it's okay. Look, fear not. For there is hope. Seeing me and my beautiful 19-year-old wife get married might cheer you up. Maybe seeing her radiant good looks will remind you of the beauty you once had. Put a smile on your face for a short while. Till you remember how pathetic you are again. Besides, I already arranged your seats. You have to shut up now. How about thinking of this as an opportunity to face up to the miserable reality of the pitiable mess you call a life? Whatever. I don't care how you talk yourself into it. The bottom line is that you need to get your ass inside this wedding hall. Now! Quit screwing me around, bitch. This ain't no joke. Hand Eleanor back over to me, now.
Geez, Ricardo, would you shut up already? You've been bugging me with these messages all morning. Cut it out.
Shut up and tell me what you did with Helena. Where is she? Confess, now.
Huh? Confess? What are you talking about? Why would I know where Helena went?
You came to the wedding because you still have feelings for me, right? I had no idea you were plotting to do something awful to Helena the whole time. If I'd have known you'd do this, I would have never invited you to begin with.
Like I just said, I don't have a clue where she is.
Why'd you come to the wedding then?
You answered your own question in one of your earlier messages. There's another wedding here today, right? I'm here for that.
What? You mean the pop star's wedding?
Yeah.
Why? How?
I suppose this is as good an opportunity as any. Allow me to introduce my husband and daughter.
Wait, what?
There's no way I'm going to let you meet them in person. But my husband's daughter from his last marriage is the pop star you were getting all excited over earlier. She's getting married today.
What the hell? What, you got married?
Yep, I got married. To a guy I met at work. We've been together for 3.5 years now. Today, I'm in the blessed position of being able to attend the wedding as his lovely daughter's mother-in-law.
Hang on a sec. Wasn't that pop star's dad the CEO of a major global company? If my memory serves me right, they're the biggest ice cream manufacturer in the world. Is it true?
Yep, that's my husband.
Holy heck. What crap's going on here? Not only did you manage to bag yourself one of the richest blokes in America, but you're here today, same venue as my wedding, to watch his daughter get married. You set this all up intentionally, get back at me.
Please, don't flatter yourself, Ricardo. I wouldn't waste my time on something so meaningless. It's just a coincidence, nothing more. You think you're surprised? My jaw almost hit the floor when I realized you were getting married here today. I made sure to fill my husband, as well as the bride and groom in on the circumstances, just in case. But if you're gonna spam me with stupid messages like this, I have no choice but to turn my phone off.
Wait a sec, we're not done yet. You telling me you had absolutely nothing to do with Helena disappearing from the wedding hall?
How could it possibly have anything to do with me? I don't even know what she looks like.
I don't know. Maybe you investigated her beforehand.
You must think I have a lot of free time on my hands. Besides, if you have enough free time on your hands to be bombarding me with these asinine messages, maybe you should focus your efforts to find your darling somewhere that makes more sense.
Oh, God damn it. God freaking damn. How can a worn-out old hag like you be married to a high-spec CEO while all of this awful crap is happening to me?
Good evening, Ricardo. I just had to message you when I found out. You see, I happened to run into an old friend outside the wedding hall yesterday. And she told me something very interesting about you and Helena. Apparently, you paid her parents a huge amount of money for their daughter's hand in marriage, while completely ignoring the fact she had zero interest in marrying you. She even had a boyfriend who she's been dating since middle school.
Well,
Pure love. Don't make me laugh. You forced that poor girl into an arranged marriage.
her boyfriend's old news. I made her break up with him ages ago. That pipsqueak could never hope to compete with me. He's barely out of diapers.
He's the same age as your would-be wife, you sicko. When I found out, the penny dropped right away. Shouldn't it be obvious why Helena disappeared? Surely she ran away somewhere with her old boyfriend. To think she even left behind all the money for the cost of the wedding. She seems like a nice, respectable girl. She sure dodged a bullet in escaping from you.
No, Eleanor was supposed to be my wife.
Do you not see how forcing a 19-year-old girl to marry you while completely ignoring her feelings on the matter is wrong?
What the hell do you know about me? You're nothing but a stranger now.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Back when me and you tied the knot. Why would you marry me in the first place if you thought it would be better to marry someone younger? If you weren't interested in me, then why didn't you just say so from the get-go and save us both so much unnecessary trouble? I sure as heck wouldn't have married you if I had any idea what a shameless, low-life scumbag you were.
Because I started to want kids.
What?
But when I realised that's what I wanted, you were already 40 years old. You hit the wall zone. As a guy, I was still old enough to have kids. But by that age, you'd already hit the wall. And having kids would have been difficult, to say the least. Besides, even if we did manage to conceive, there would have probably been all kinds of birth defects. That's why...
I have a son, Ricardo.
What?
My husband's a dad, of course. He's almost 2 years old. It's true, giving birth after 40 isn't as easy as when you're young. And we did go through our fair share of difficulties during the pregnancy and after the birth. But thanks to the support of our friends and families, not to mention the amazing work of the doctors and nurses, I became a mother.
Quit your lying. I didn't see a baby with you yesterday. Why wouldn't you bring him to the wedding?
He was with his grandparents, who are constantly spoiling him rotten. They were sat near the front row.
What?
For some reason, he wouldn't settle down when we tried sitting him with me. So we had to leave him with my parents for most of the ceremony. That's all. He was there the whole time.
You've got to be kidding me. Why is this happening? Things weren't supposed to be this way. Why are the good things only happening to you? It's not fair. I lost my beautiful wife. I was supposed to be spending yesterday evening consummating the marital bonds by deflowering my lovely Virgin Eleanor. This morning was supposed to be our first morning together as a man and a wife. I was supposed to wake up to the semi-embarrassed smile of my pure, innocent 19-year-old wife as she used my arm as a pillow. We whispered sweet nothings into each other's ears.
Ricardo, if you don't stop this right now, I'm gonna throw up. You're so creepy and disgusting, it's unreal.
What?
I hate to have to tell you this, but you're not the hotshot stud muffin you seem to think you are.
How do you mean? I'm the biggest catch there ever was. Almost married a 19-year-old. How many guys my age are capable of pulling something like that off?
Almost being the key word. In reality, she hated you so much she abandoned you at the altar. You're not the spring chicken you once were, you know. If you don't start taking a more objective look at yourself real soon, you're in for a world of hurt.
Objective?
You're nothing but a sad old man with a case of narcissistic personality disorder so severe, it only rivaled your rapidly receding hairline. It's about time you had a long, hard think about your life. If you lack the self-reflective capacity to do so, I suggest you get used to being alone.
What the hell? What does that mean?
I have nothing more to say to you.
No, wait a sec.
We're done here.
Hey, Zoe, get ready to celebrate. I've decided to give you another shot at being my girlfriend. If you're still capable of having kids, then there's nothing stopping us from giving it another shot. However, I'm only willing to take you back on one condition. You have to leave the brat you already popped out with your current husband, who you'll be divorcing. Like hell, I'm raising another man's spawn. Once that's all been dealt with, you're going to provide me with children of my own. I want at least 2 sons. If we just had one, you'd get lonely. I decided young girls are too selfish to be considered as serious wife candidates. You're close to my age, still capable of birthing children, so having kids with you makes a lot more sense. I'm so pleased I realised when I did. Hey, pick up the damn phone. Why are you ignoring me? I'm giving you a chance to get back with me here. This is what you've been waiting for these last 5 years, right? This is your opportunity. I'm willing to let you give birth to my kids here, you dummy. Surely you wouldn't squander your golden opportunity? I'll change my mind if you're not careful. Please, I'm begging you. I don't have any money at all. I gave my entire last savings over to Helena's parents in exchange for her hand in marriage. So, please, can't we give things one last try? I need someone to provide for me financially for a little while I get back on my feet.
Can you believe Ricardo was seriously asking me, a 46-year-old woman, to give birth to 2 more children? Even if it was possible, the answer would obviously always gonna be no. My main focus in life now is being a stay-at-home housewife to my husband and raising our beautiful baby boy. I couldn't be bothered to deal with my ex-husband. So I asked a mutual friend to send him a sternly worded warning. With that, he finally left me alone. Apparently, he desperately begged Helena's parents to give him the money he paid for their daughter back, given that she ended up pulling a vanishing act on him. Unfortunately for him, they totally ignored his frantic pleas. Word of his hilariously tragic fate somehow got out at his workplace, and with that, he became the butt of every joke and the favorite topic of every gossip monger in the building. Unable to bear the embarrassment, he resigned, worsening his already dire financial situation. A few days later, Helena's parents suddenly disappeared, vanishing into the aether along with their daughter. Ricardo may have actually had the grounds to take them to court if he'd had the means to do so, of course, after hiring a private investigator to track them down. Sadly for him, he was struggling enough just putting food on the table day to day, so a manhunt and a lengthy legal battle were the last things on his mind. Apparently, all of Helena's family and friends were aware of her impending elopement before the wedding, and she had the full support of those around her. Word has it that only a handful of people know where she actually went. But when I heard she's currently living happily in an undisclosed location with her boyfriend, I breathed a sigh of relief.
Bob, can I tell you something? Is something wrong? I'm almost done with work, so if it's not urgent, you can tell me about it after I get home. I'd really like to talk to you directly after I get home, but I just can't wait. If you say something like that, I can't wait either. What the hell happened? I've been thinking for a while now that maybe... I just went to the OBGYN after work. I'm pregnant. Seriously? We're having a baby? That's right. Our longed-for baby. We're going to be parents, huh? I'm so glad we didn't give up infertility treatments. Janet, honestly, it must have been hard for you. All I could do was support you. Thank you so much for hanging in there. That's not true. When I wasn't feeling well, you did all the housework and everything. You really helped me out. Let's continue to help with each other from now on. Well, first, we have to have a healthy baby. Yeah, I know. I'll try not to burden you as much as possible so that you can have a healthy baby. Thank you. Janet, have you notified your parents yet? No way. Of course I wanted to tell you before anyone else. I'm not home yet either. I'm calling you as soon as I left the hospital. I see. Besides, I don't want to tell my parents yet. Of course, I don't want anything bad to happen to the baby, but until I'm in the stable period, I don't want to tell my parents or your parents. I'd like to tell my parents and your parents once the baby is in the stable period. Is that okay? Yeah, okay. I don't know this kind of thing. I respect your feelings. I appreciate you saying that. It's been almost 5 years since we started trying having a baby, right? To be honest, I was thinking it might not work. When the obstetrician said, "You're pregnant, congratulations," I couldn't help but cry. I'm also glad that now Susan won't pester me asking if we're going to have kids yet. I'm really sorry for making you feel bad. Every time I see my mom, I tell her, "Don't pressure us like that. It's the life we've chosen with or without kids." And she says, yes, I understand. But she doesn't get it at all. Well, it can't be helped. You are an only child. I understand your mother's desire to have a grandchild. But she's too insensitive. Old people are like that. Forgive me. Don't worry about it. I'm pregnant. Susan doesn't seem to like me. I hope the pregnancy will improve our relationship a little. She's the one who gave birth to you, so I want to get along with her. Thank you, Janet. But she has quirks, so don't try too hard. Got it. We have to start thinking about the move, the baby's name, and all the other stuff. Bob, you're getting ahead of yourself. But I agree with moving out. We're living in the same apartment since you were single. It's too small to raise a child there. I'd like to buy an apartment or a house. Let's look around and see what's available. Yeah, let's do that. I can't focus on work today since I heard this news. I'm getting ready to leave the office and go home. Is it okay to eat cake when you are pregnant? Yeah, I guess I'll have to restrain myself as I gain weight. But for now, it should be fine. Good. I'm going to buy a cake from your favorite store. Let's celebrate. Thank you. I just got home a little while ago. I'll make your favorite dish with ingredients we have at home. Yay! I'll go shopping and I'll be home in about an hour. Okay, I'll see you then. Congratulations again, Janet. When you told me the day before yesterday that you were pregnant, I was really surprised. I asked you the other day if you were going to have a baby yet. Why didn't you tell me that you were pregnant? I was the only one who didn't know. I'm sorry, Susan, that I didn't tell you yet. But you were not the only one. We decided not to tell anyone until we were in the stable period. We decided that we wouldn't tell anyone, not our friends, not the people at work. I didn't tell my parents either. Well, it's so sad that you treated me like your friends and colleagues. I've been so worried about you guys for so long. And yet, you're so cold. I appreciate your concern. I was having morning sickness and all. I was afraid to tell you because I didn't know what would happen. I'm sorry I made you feel bad. Oh, well, I'll let bygones be bygones this time. Thank you very much. Not to change the subject, but I thought a pregnant woman needs to be nourished. I sent you all sorts of groceries yesterday. Have you received them yet? I just got home from work and was preparing dinner. Then I received the package. I just put them in the fridge. I should be the one to call you. I'm sorry for that. I was just about to call you, though. Oh, really? Well, that's okay. It's from a store known for fresh fish. It's really delicious. I wanted you to try it too. I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm afraid I can't eat raw fish right now. So I will eat vegetables and processed foods. Bob will have the fish. I bought it because I wanted you to eat it. You're saying you can't eat what I bought? I didn't mean it, but you know that raw food is not good. Of course. Maybe you think I'm harassing you? No. The fish is really fresh, so it's safe for pregnant women to eat. I'm sure of it. I really appreciate your gesture, but I'm not feeling too well right now, so please let me pass this time. Huh? You're a pregnant woman right now. Isn't taking care of your health the most important thing you should be doing right now? You still work all the time. I take days off from work when I'm not feeling well. I try to take care of myself, but I'm still having morning sickness. It depends on the day, but when I'm not feeling well, I don't have much of an appetite in the morning. So I don't want to eat any raw food, just in case. I'm worried about my unborn grandchild if you're like that now. It's my first grandchild, so I need you to be healthy. I'm sure the morning sickness will settle down soon, so don't worry. The doctor says my baby's growing well. Is that so? That's good, but I just thought of something. I've got an idea. I'm going to make lots of food that you can eat even if you have morning sickness. I'll invite you to dinner. Come to my house next weekend. I've had morning sickness myself, so I know exactly how you feel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your concern. But when I'm not feeling well, I really don't have much of an appetite. I might end up leaving most of the food. I don't mind it at all. I want to do something for you, Janet. I hope you understand me. Thank you. Well then, I'll visit you this weekend. That's the way it should be. I'm really looking forward to it. Since Bob got married and left home, I've rarely cooked for anyone other than my husband. I'm so excited. I can't wait for the weekend. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it too. Thank you so much for today, Susan. You really made a lot of treats, and they were all really delicious. I wanted to eat them all, but I wasn't feeling well. I'm sorry that I left some of it. I thought you didn't like it. You were feeding Bob so much. I was watching you. Maybe I'm worrying too much. It's my first baby, so I try not to eat raw food, just to be safe. I'm sorry if I made you feel bad. I really appreciate your kindness. Oh, yes. I was really looking forward to it. It's just so unpleasant that you left that much food. Oh, no. Do as you please. But if you give birth to a baby with a poor appetite, I won't forgive you. I'll do everything I can to make sure I give birth to a healthy baby. I'm really, really sorry about today. Janet, what the hell happened while I was in the bathroom? I heard my mother crying and rushed out of the bathroom. You threw the fruit basket that Mom gave us into the trash. And you said something incomprehensible like, "Thank God." I was about to ask you what was going on, but she ran out. I ran after her and I'm listening to what she's saying. She still won't stop crying, and she just insists that it's your fault. After what you did, of course, she's crying. I also think it's your fault. She is your mother too. She's been sending us food and inviting us to dinner. She's been so good to us. She brought us a fruit basket as a baby shower gift. Why did you throw it in the trash? You should call her and apologize to my sweet mom right now. Why should I apologize? Huh? Janet, are you serious? Actually, don't be surprised. I just want you to hear this. Your mother tried to take my son away from me. Tried to take away? What do you mean? She pointed to the fruit she brought me. She said, "I want some too. Could you peel it for me?" I'll watch him. I went to the kitchen to peel it. I felt someone moving and turned around, and neither Susan nor my son were there. I ran out of the room and saw her heading for the door with my son in her arms. I rushed to bring him back and ask her, "What are you doing?" She said, "We will raise our grandchild. I feel sorry for my grandchild if he was raised by you. You're no longer of any use to us, so you and my son need to get a divorce." So I got mad and threw the fruit basket in the trash, and by saved, I mean my son. I can't believe she would do such a thing. I don't think you are lying, but to be honest, I'm confused. You didn't seem to notice, so I kept quiet until now. She tried to make me eat raw food, which they say is not good for pregnant women. Even when she invited us, there were so many raw foods, like raw fish, raw ham, raw egg, and so on. Don't you remember? Well, that's true. So I told her in advance that there were many things I couldn't eat. I didn't eat any of the raw food, so you ate it for me. Instead, I ate everything else with relish. She was really sarcastic about it. I wanted to get along with her if I could, but she hates me so much. I couldn't take it anymore. She almost took my son away from me and told me to divorce you. I don't want to get along with her anymore. To tell you the truth, I don't want to see her again. Janet, I'm really sorry. I didn't notice anything. On top of that, I told you to apologize to her. I just asked my mom about it and she said it's true. It's her first grandchild and she really wanted to raise him. She decided to bring him home today. She said she thought I could join them later. Now you know. I'm frustrated. I said I'd protect you, but I haven't done anything. Please forgive me. I'm going to change. Bob, that's enough. I know you didn't mean to hurt me. Besides, now that I think about it, once I realized that she might be harassing me, I probably should have talked to you about it. I'll never let my mom near you or my son again. I promise this will never happen again. Yeah, thanks. Good evening, Susan. Janet, I've been meaning to call you too. Thank you for calling me. Maybe you've forgiven me? Yesterday, Bob got really mad at me. He told me that he would never let me see you or my grandson again. It was just an impulse. I'm sorry. So you'll let me see my grandson from now on, right? Ah, of course I want to see you too. I can tell right away that you don't mean it. You are not a good liar, aren't you? I'm not lying. I mean it with all my heart. Even if you weren't lying, I would never forgive you. You tried to take away my son, whom I gave birth to with all my heart. You told me to divorce Bob. How can I forgive such a person? That's... I contacted you today to say goodbye. Huh? Goodbye? Wait a minute. Don't say that out of the blue. To be honest, I'm still mad. I thought about just blocking you, but thanks to you giving birth to Bob, I was able to meet him and even have a child with him. Before I block you, I want to thank you. Thank you so much for giving birth to Bob. You don't need to thank me, and don't block me. Let's get along from now on. I'll help you with my grandchild and everything. I can't get along with you. I'd rather you not have anything to do with my son. I've already said thank you, so I'll block you. Goodbye. Oh no, wait a minute. Janet, I'm coming to see you now. I'll apologize or whatever. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Janet? I blocked Susan. My father-in-law heard about the numerous harassments she had done to me, and the fact that she tried to take our son away from us. He left the house and wants to live separately for a while. I guess it's only a matter of time before my mother-in-law gets divorced. Bob, too, can't forgive her for what she did. He says he will cut all ties with her. I feel a little sorry for him, but I want to think about my husband and son first. I can't help it. My son has received a lot of love from my father-in-law and my parents. I think he is happy. I live in the new house that we moved into when I was pregnant, and our family of 3 is getting along very well. I love my parents and my father-in-law very much. They often visit us. If something happened to them, I would like to take care of them.